Hello and welcome to Pulse of Culture. I'm Jastrzebska, and today we're going to try and answer the question, what makes Korean culture so fascinating for people here in Poland? And we begin with K-pop dance fever that is taking over Warsaw. To see what it's all about, we had our reporter Maciej Jastrzebski investigate the matter. Take a look.
In Poland, K-pop has grown incredibly popular, especially with kids and teenagers. What's the lure?
They just want to be like a favorite idol. They try to make their own outfits, they try to express and work with special expressions. And just in general, K-pop dances are great to learn all styles because K-pop is a mix of every style possible in the world.
But the fad sweeping the country has more interesting side effects than just expressive dance moves.
People who listen to K-pop also learn Korean, and the language is just so interesting, and it's so different from English, for example, from any European language, because the letters look so different, and it just sounds very homey.
Now, K-pop holds sway over hearts and minds all over the world. The question is, why?
Or fan interaction. K-pop, male groups and girl groups dance and sing at the same time. Crazy. Also, the visuals are them. Every idol is super pretty, and as we all know, appearance does the trick too. Promotions in K-pop are not a joke. They promote, they go to the shows, and they speak to the fans, and so you just fall in love with K-pop effortlessly.
Anyone feels like standing BTS is a blessing? Like, I'm grateful I'm their fan, proud to be their fan, happy to be their fan. We're all one drop in a big ocean of fans, but I know each and every one of us feels seen, appreciated, and respected by them. And Hobby, you're amazing.
Today, the K-pop scene is probably as saturated as ever. To name just a couple of its biggest stars, we've got the all-female group Blackpink, Stray Kids, who won the K-pop Album of the Year at the 2025 iHeartRadio Music Awards for their mini-album 8. Or the 80s, who snagged the K-pop Artist of the Year award at the same gala. But the worldwide K-pop craze really started in 1992, with Seo Taiji and Boys performing their flagship song, I Know. You do know too that K-pop defies geographical boundaries and can also be found in Poland. See you on the dance floor. Taiga!
It's not just Poles that have gone crazy for Korea. The feeling seems to be mutual. We've got a writer and a musician share why Poland feels like home.
Poland and South Korea, two cultures thousands of miles and aesthetics apart. And yet, in Warsaw, you could easily bump into Koreans, even some who are artists. Joe Cha is one of them, and he tells us how he got here.
My dad is from Korea. Obviously I grew up in California, but I didn't know anything about Poland. Just amazing. But I was up for an adventure.
Asked whether Poland is the right place to foster one's creativity, he gives a confident answer.
I look over there and I see a statue of a former jokester, and he's also a painter. Coming here, it's just been so much easier to put pen to paper.
What Joe jots down on his piece of paper is a dystopian story set in futuristic Korea.
I think it's a story about a bunch of people who have been kind of abandoned and cast aside and are trying like hell to cobble a life together in the future. Of course, I fill it with giant robots and monstrous aliens and politics. There's some Polish language and ideas that have found its way in here because I've been here for the last several years.
Hyuk Lee is the South Korean finalist of possibly the world's most prestigious piano contest, the International Frédéric Chopin Piano Competition. For him, the decision to move to Poland came at a historical turning point. Today, as he gazes at the Warsaw skyline ahead of yet another piano show, memories of the seminal moment come flooding in.
I was studying at that time still in Moscow Conservatory, but in 2022, in February, the war happened, so I couldn't stay anymore in Moscow. Instead of what I decided was to move to Poland.
Does Warsaw deserve a piano player's love?
Everybody says Paris is city of love, but I think Warsaw is not worse. And we have a lot of opportunity to play concerts. We have a wonderful National Philharmonic here over there. A lot of orchestras here in Warsaw. We have Warsaw Philharmonic, we have Sinfonia Varsovia, we have opera orchestra as well. A lot of opportunity and a lot of festivals. I like this life very much. I was always dreaming to come here and somehow to spend time or to live here, because Chopin is my favorite composer, to be honest. So yeah, I'm really happy that I can have this opportunity to live here. I enjoy every moment in this city.
While arriving in Poland is one thing, staying here is another. There must be something that makes Koreans feel somewhat at home, a part of the Polish spirit they can resonate with.
It's like kind of unease or worry. I think in Korean the word is han, and that's like that means like fatalism. But also I think there's something in the air. People are building stuff. The country is kind of reinventing itself. There are two countries that are kind of actively rebuilding themselves and trying new stuff. So I think there's that too.
Joe and Hyuk are just 2 out of over 4,000 Koreans living in Poland, an unexpected meeting point of East and West, and a canvas for their artistic endeavors.
It is a misconception commonly held that Poles stick to pierogis for lunch. Nothing further from the truth. We are indeed quite adventurous foodies. Korean spicy cabbage, kimchi, and street food are stealing the spotlight here in Warsaw. Aisha Bat reports.
Food, skincare, music, Warsaw is riding the K-wave like never before. Korean pop culture has taken over the Polish capital, turning parts of the city into mini Koreas. Haechi is a go-to for young Poles looking for a quick bite. It sells all things Korean, but its shelves are empty.
What is going on? Is Korean culture so popular here in Poland?
Yeah, actually now Korean culture and everything is really popular in Poland.
Especially K-pop is very popular in the world.
Craving more than just street food? Step into a dining experience where nightlife meets the best of Korean cuisine.
When I started to involved in the gastronomy in Warsaw, like even 5-6 years ago, it was not that easy to show people what is about and so on. But nowadays people just know.
K-Bar isn't the only spot serving mouth-watering tteokbokki, but it's where Warsaw's love for techno beats and kimchi collide seamlessly. And Warsawians are smitten.
Back in the days, it was more like only young people, and nowadays I see the families coming, some older people coming, and they still know about the Korean food.
But Warsaw's K-fascination doesn't stop at food. K-beauty is rewriting the rules of skincare.
Right now, the awareness for Korean culture is at its all-time peak, and so we've had a lot of interest, and I think we're just pretty fortunate.
Poland and Korea may be worlds apart, but they share something deep, a love for tradition, a respect for the past, and an eagerness to embrace the new.
As you can see, Poland has really taken a liking to Korea, and it's not just about kimchi and K-pop. I mean, there's so much more going on. From incredible museum exhibits to best-selling novels, Korean high culture is really stepping into the spotlight here in Poland.
In Warsaw, one museum is making a striking change. The National Ethnographic Museum is expanding their collection to reflect this fascination with Korean culture.
We had like a dozen artifacts, but now we have over 150 historical objects about Korea. We're growing because there's a huge interest in all things Korean.
And nowhere is that interest more evident than in the world of literature. So popular is Korean literary works that young people in Warsaw can readily name their favorite authors.
My favorite South Korean author is Han Kang and her novel The Vegetarian. It's amazing. I really like how he writes it, how he feels.
When Han Kang won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 2024, Polish literary enthusiasts were quick to point out a fascinating detail. Her novel, The White Book, is set in post-World War II Warsaw.
We are happy to find out that it's a lot of the more and more the Polish people love the Korean culture and art, especially these days. There's the Korean literature.
So why is Korean literature striking such a chord in Poland? Warsaw University academic Professor Karol Samsel has the answer.
This can be connected with readers and publishing responsibility. Most of all, the activities contributed by Kwiaty Orientu, single, alone Polish publishing house. Kwiaty Orientu were able to create a special atmosphere on Polish literary market.
As Korea and Poland continue to evolve and embrace change, their cultural connection grows stronger, a reflection of two dynamic nations moving with the times.
And now we're going to take a quick look at the latest news from the world of culture. 500,000 copies sold, that's what Joanna Kuciel-Frydryszak best-selling book Peasants has hit. A very impressive milestone, especially for Poland. But get this, she's opened up about how little of those profits actually came her way. It's not just her, it's a widespread issue apparently. And she's getting tons of support online, especially from women who say she's smashing stereotypes and carving out space for female authors in publishing. Now let's switch to music. Opera fans, listen up. Ariadne on Naxos is set to premiere on April 5th at the National Opera here in Warsaw. This production is a bit different and mixes comedy with classic opera. Originally composed back in 1912 by Richard Strauss, the themes still resonate today. Plus, director Mariusz Treliński is giving it a modern twist. Definitely something to check out. And you're wrapping up with some exciting news for young Polish singer Sanach. A member of parliament proposed she should get a state honor, the Accomplished for Polish Culture Award. Why? Well, because she turned famous Polish poems into amazing songs. Just last night, she released a new track in collaboration with another renowned singer, Alicja Majewska. We're going to wrap up here, but give it a listen and let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Zachwycajcie się księżycem, nocą księżycową, czystą miłością i pieniem słowika. Nie bójcie się w niebo wzięcia, sięgajcie po...